Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's tour is going to be of the new home of Peter and Laura Prescott. And as mentioned in a previous video, I believe I entitled it Coming Home. Peter had moved back home to take care of his mother Alice, and for a little while they actually lived in the old family home, but I wanted Peter and Laura to have their own space, something that was, theirs and reflected their style and taste. So I have built this home for them, and it's a rather large home. And again, I have put it on one of the new lots, and I've, kept with the dapple gray exterior. I really, really love the look of this lot and the exterior and everything. So I'm kind of stuck on this. But anyway, as you come down, you will see the front. I've just decorated, with a little statue there and some flowers. Peter is a physician, so I threw that little putting green there on the driveway. But I've tried to put some little outside lights and just some hedges and things to just, brighten it up at night, but, give it some textures and colors. Because this is a physician's home, I wanted it to be, a grand, spacious home. And so as we come into the foyer, I've kept it pretty simple. I did put some wall sconces throughout the wall. I went with the tan muted walls. I think those come from the French update, but a lot of neutral colors. As we come on into the great room, you'll see here I've just added some of the new couches, the farmhouse rug. They have recently adopted a little baby Noah, so I used the little baby bouncer there. I did use the black marble fireplace. Again, I wanted this home to be just a little bit nicer, and I didn't want it to look too country or too modern. I kind of was going for I guess an upscale old English style is kind of what I had in mind. And so as you come down this little hallway, it's just decorated with a table and a lamp and flowers. And this is actually because Alice does still live with them. I wanted her, place to reflect her. And so I've added her things in here, her bed and her, sewing and quilting area, and a picture of her husband on the wall. And just, simple dresser with, plant and some books and a TV. And I did add her a little cuckoo clock there and a plant. And of course she has her small, closet. And then she also has an ensuite bathroom. So this space would be, all her own. And she has, a sink and tub and toilet in there. And I did split the sink and the tub and toilet area up, just to kind of, give the house, in the rooms a few more angles. And so that's an overview of Alice's room. And so as we come back into the great room, you'll see on either side of the fireplace are the two French doors, and those lead into Peter's office. Again, he is a physician, so I wanted him to have a really nice, semi-formal office where he could sit and he could read and study. He could get on his computer, and check emails or go over any patient records or anything that he might, have to, finish up at the end of the day. He also has one of those black marble fireplaces, and I've used that Japanese couch in here. I just thought it looked really nice in here. I didn't think I would like it when I first placed it, but I really, really loved how it ended up turning out. And so as we go on through the great room area, we'll come into the kitchen, and there is Laura. She is cooking, and I have used the Homestead cabinets, I believe, but I chose white to just kind of make the space bright and cherry. I've used the I think that's the urban dining furniture there for the breakfast area. Again, they did just adopt baby Noah, so I put a little high chair there, and then just a little area there that has the coffee maker and the microwave and stuff. And you see the stairs is the only thing that separates that, that huge great room. And so to come into the dining room, there's actually two entrances from the kitchen or the hall. And I've just put a little buffet in there with the, wine racks and a lamp. I did put two of those florally potted shrubs in there to add some texture and color. And then I've got like a little wine rack there, or a little wine cart in the corner with the mirror on the wall. And I've used the textured wallpaper that kind of matches, but I wanted the dining room to kind of, stand out. And so as you can see, you could actually get to the dining room straight from the foyer. There's, the doors there opening up that hallway. And so as we wind on down the hallway, you'll see artwork, pictures and things on the wall. But this little door here leads to the downstairs powder room. And I did put one of those little black windows in there to kind of give it some lighting. And at the end of the hallway is the laundry room and mud room, and it just has all of the laundry items and cleaning items, and also the hall tree. And it connects, of course, to the garage. And I've tried to match the side door to the front door using the chalet doors. And as you come out into the garage, it is a double car garage, because again, it is a physician's home, and I imagine that they would have many cars, and so in the garage it just has some simple cabinets, a freezer, the hot water heater, just some items for scraping snow and things like that hanging on the wall, and then of course his workbench. So that is the garage. And we will go up the stairs. And once we get up the stairs, you will see that I have lofted the living room portion of the downstairs area. And I've used those chalet windows to really open up this space. And I've hung one of those black chandeliers. And there is just a little table there with some, artwork and plants and things to just kind of give it some color over there. So yeah, you can see all the way down into the living room from the very top. And I just thought that made the space look even more grand and of course more spacious. And these two French doors actually come into a home movie theater, and you can just say I've put the refrigerator and some cabinets with just some goodies that they may enjoy while they're watching movies, and of course the popcorn stand and things. And I did add these two windows because they do have the blackout screen, so they could close it when they were watching a movie, but I did want to add that. And so as we come back out into the little loft area, we'll kind of go across here. And this first room here is actually a guest bedroom. And I love this bed. And I love the way it matches the wallpaper and the beige rug. And I put that ceiling fan in there just to kind of make it look more realistic. They have a TV on the wall, a coat rack, a little tray of goodies, and a lamp there, everything a guest would need. And of course there's also a closet. And so right here I just kind of stuck a small little linen closet. And the next door will actually go into Peter and Laura's bedroom. And I've just been kind of stuck on this bedroom set too, you guys. I just think it's so beautiful. So I have used it, the one that came with the garage house. Again, I've added a ceiling fan and a TV, and I did put a couch in there so they could sit on the couch and watch TV. And then, just some knickknacks on the dresser there. And as you come in here, of course, one of, Laura's wish list items was to have a larger vanity area. So I've tried to include that, and a place for her shoes and her purses. And right off the vanity area is the master bath. And I've used that tub idea that I've seen in Sims FreePlay Architects builds and also Bedrock. And I wanted to try it out, and I thought it really turned out good in that home. And then, of course, they have their walk-in master closet. And for the time being, I've got this little doorway that connects into the nursery. And eventually I can move, the doorway once the baby's a little bit older. But this is the nursery. And they have adopted baby Noah. And so I've changed the nursery a couple of times, but I think I'm set on this. I think this reflects more of the style of the house. But it is the darker wood color nautical theme baby nursery. And of course this room, has its own closet as well. And so I really like the way that turned out. As you come down this little hallway, this was just something I wanted to play with. I wanted to have like just an area where they because Alice does love to grow flowers and things, and I'm not sure what the proper name for this would be, a solarium, I'm not sure, but just a place for her to grow her flowers, where it can get plenty of sunlight, for the plants and things, but it's also just, really pretty, with the little water fountain and things. And so this next doorway is the upstairs bath. And again, I try to keep all my bathrooms uniform, and so it's got the same fixtures and wallpaper and flooring as the other bathrooms in the home. And I added a window above that tub after I did this video, but I just thought it really needed a window in there. And so at the very end of this hallway, you come into the game room or man cave or whatever you would like to call it. And I've put the bar there with the stools and the big screen TV. So I imagine Peter and his friends would come up here and watch, football games. And I have used that older wallpaper, but I just thought it looked so classic and it looked like something that I would see in a physician's home. And so there's the little sitting area there in the corner, of course, the pool table, a chess table, and I just really, really, really loved how this space turned out. It just, to me, it just really looked like a space that, a man and his friends would really enjoy, and women too. And so right off of that area is a small kitchen. And I put this here just so, if they're up there and, they're needing snacks or, whatever, they would have access to a kitchen area without having to go all the way back downstairs. And so that is all the rooms, you guys. And so we'll kind of span over the second floor again. And like I said, it is a very big house. I did use a premium lot, and I took every bit of the premium lot space. And so we'll go down, and then you can see in the backyard there I just added the hot tub and a little grilling area and things. But this is the first floor. And again, it is pretty sprawled out, but I really love the way it turned out, and it really ended up being exactly what I had in my mind as a home for Laura and Peter. So I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, that will do it for this tour, you guys. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because I'm definitely going to have more Sims FreePlay Tour videos on the way. Thanks, guys.